What's up, everybody? This is another episode of Better Than Static. I'm your host, Tyler, per usual, and my buddy Lucas is here with me,
Hey, hey.
and my other buddy Chris is here with me.
Yo, what's up, fools?
I don't know why you still dab, because they can't see or hear you dab.
It's for me.
Is it like a morale booster?
Mm-hmm.
It's like how you hit your hype button, you're like, oh, now I'm hype. I dabbed.
Basically.
Okay.
He wakes up, and as soon as he sits up in the morning, he just hits the dab and goes on about his day.
It's like normal people stretch, and Chris just hits the dab when he wakes up.
Yeah. It's like a full body, like it's like you ran and, that good feeling and all that stuff.
And then the dab. It's like you pump that good feeling into you when you hit the dab.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, now I'm on the same page as your joke. It's funny. I just did. It took me a little bit.
It wasn't funny.
Lucas, you're funny. You're hilarious. Sorry, it's been a bit since we've recorded an episode, but we're basically world travelers, excluding Lucas. Lucas hasn't gone anywhere.
Lucas has been to Hawaii.
No, but not in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's been in Lexington for the past 2 weeks.
And London and Somerset and other places in Lexington in Kentucky.
So you're a state traveler, not a world
I'm
traveler.
a state traveler. Yep.
So Chris, where all have you been in the past 2 weeks to educate our listeners on why we haven't been recording?
West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Buffalo, Ontario, Montreal.
So if you didn't catch all that, I'll try to put a list. No, I'm not gonna try that. Never mind. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna put a list of all those. But he's been a lot of places. I went to Louisville for a business trip the first week we didn't record, and then I went to Montreal with Chris for a church trip. So I've been to 2 places in the past couple weeks. Now so Chris just dabbed again, and that would be more of his running high, is like when he's like listed off a bunch of states he's been to or whatever. That's like when that's the appropriate time for Chris to dab, I feel like.
It's always an appropriate time for Chris to dab.
Nuh-uh, like what about a funeral?
If it's mine. If it's mine, just like tie my hands to like the top of the arch, the arch they put over the coffin, and then like marionette me to dab in the coffin.
Yeah. No, we'll do kind of like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, except with the door. Every time the door opens, it'll
Yeah, like when they
swing your
open the
arm
casket.
into the dab.
Oh, can they hook it up to everybody? Somebody signs the visitor's book that I dab. That'd be kind of.
Yeah.
I'm sure by the time you die, we'll have the technology to.
They can have hologram me dab in front of the coffin.
Oh, I guarantee that's a technology that already exists.
That's the picture on your card that you send out there, that everybody like picks
on the
up as
program.
they walk in. It's just you.
It's me in the bunny suit.
You in the bunny suit
Oh,
dabbing.
yeah.
You're like, ah. Oh gosh, that was a good opening right there, boys. So Chris, do you have any fun stories about your world traveling?
Never drive in Boston. That's not a fun story. It's just a word of advice. If you value your sanity, don't do it.
Why? Why is it so bad?
So it's awful. There's no metro.
So
I don't think. Wait, let me hold up. I don't want to speak wrong here.
So everybody just drives? Like, it's a big city. I figured everybody would walk before they drove.
Let's see. They have a subway, and it's still horrible. What the heck? How's that possible?
All I gotta say is Montreal has like a metro, has multiple, and you could I could drive through downtown Montreal and not get
Yeah,
mad.
it doesn't seem that bad.
I guess their downtown's kind of spread out.
I guess I just figured there'd be way more traffic.
Yeah, but I figured there'd be like a lot more because we stayed at a semi hostel that was like right on Main Street. Well, not right on Main Street, but it was downtown.
Right in the big skyscraper area.
Yeah. And I figured we'd be able to hear honking and stuff, but it was fairly quiet for a big city.
Oh yeah, it was and cold.
Oh, dude, no, it was perfect. I love that temperature, like 50s to 65. That's my jam right there.
I need it to be 70s to 80.
No, I don't. I don't like for it to get above 70. I'll add 70 to that range of temperatures, but not above it. Because I like to wear jeans and a t-shirt, or like jeans and like a sweater. Well, not sweater, like a sweatshirt, like a.
Well, why don't you move to Washington?
Well, I might move to Montreal, Chris.
No, you won't.
No, you're right. I like America too much. I'm too patriotic.
And you'd have to learn a new language.
I could survive, I think, on English. I mean,
Yeah.
there was no part of like when we went that I was like, oh man, I need to say something, but I
It
don't
would
know
make
French.
your life a whole lot easier.
Everybody I come into contact with knew English, except for that one older lady that came to the booth at the festival. That was like, she immediately. I said, "Hey, how's it going?" She immediately said, "Well, you don't know French," and like walked away.
Remember, I came up to her
Yeah, and you said it too. Like what?
and she said like, whatever. Parlez-vous français? Like, do you speak French? And I was like, well, I understand that, but I can't say anything back to you. I'm like, I know what that means in French, so I can tell you the answer to that is no.
We.
Omelette du fromage.
It's omelette.
No, it's omelette. Omelette du fromage.
Omelette's a French word.
Yeah, but they don't pronounce the T at the end.
Yes, they do.
No, they call Target Target.
I'm gonna stab you through the phone.
And they call buffets buffets.
I'm gonna come through your computer screen and strangle you.
But like, so me and Chris, okay, so on the Chris's like state tour where he went through Boston and hated it, that was his family vacation. And
Yeah.
and the church in church trip we went, it was like a mission trip. We went to Montreal to help out a church plant, and it was really fun. They were really cool people, and we ran this booth at the community that the church plant was in. It was called Little Burgundy, and we ran it was like a festival there, and we helped the church plant run a booth, and a bunch of people came up, we talked to them and stuff, and everybody was chill. Everybody like, oh, you don't speak French, I'll speak in English, and it was great until one older lady, like she must have had a bad day leading up to that, because as soon as like I said, hey, how's it going, she was not about it. She was like, nope. Like she looked like she got pissed after I said that.
Maybe she had a bad run-in with America. Maybe she just hated Trump too much, I guess, probably.
I mean, it's possible, but I think she just had like a bad day, and she's like, I'm not dealing with this and trying to do broken English, because I'm sure she probably spoke a little, but like it was gonna be broken.
There were certainly other people that were very committed to the broken English, so.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like they thing about French Canada is they'll start speaking French, and as soon as you're like I don't know, they switch and be like, oh, this works. Okay, great, we'll work with this. And it was never and they were very friendly. They were very nice people. I don't think I'd ever want to live in Canada though. Not
Too cold.
No, I mean it's just like I'm American. You know what I mean?
But if you were like in other parts of Canada, it would feel just like colder America. I'm sure it's almost practically the same.
Yeah, we met a guy. His name was Graham, and he was from Winnipeg. And I'm sure Winnipeg is basically America, just can't like, however far it is across the border from America.
Always.
Is it a ways? But yeah, it was cool. Like that was a cool trip.
Would you say there's no Canada like French Canada?
I want to drop out of the call.
I
If
don't.
you do that.
I don't know what
What?
reference this is.
I know what reference that is, and I'm going to drop out of the call
For real? Over that reference?
because I don't like the South Park.
Oh,
What? Okay, South Park's awesome, but it's beyond the point.
I will watch South
I'll
Park.
let that go.
It is not my favorite adult cartoon. Like I've watched a couple episodes, but
I
like,
want to pick closer to the border than I thought. Sorry.
how close is it?
I don't know. I can't judge distance by just looking at Google Maps.
Chris, you've let me down.
An hour and a half.
Hour and a half? Okay. At like 60 miles per hour?
I assume when it does this, it takes in the speed limit into consideration.
Okay.
So yeah,
So it's probably like 100 miles. No, probably 90 miles.
107 kilometers. So
Oh, so it's probably like 90 miles. Maybe 80. High 80s? I don't know.
it
Anyways,
doesn't tell me how many it is.
if you know, okay, so if you know how far Winnipeg is across the American border, Contest. Woo! You should email us. First one to email us gets a prize.
What?
What?
I'm emailing right now.
What's the prize? I want it.
I don't know. I've not thought about that yet.
Good job.
I mean, I have a couple stickers from Jordan, like one of our past guests. I could put that on as the contest.
I tried French onion soup and it was delicious.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I liked it. It's basically orgeat with cheese.
Shut up! It's way better than that.
I mean, I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying it was like you got a French dip sandwich, the au jus that comes with it, and you just melted cheese and put a piece of bread in it.
Yeah. And you put onions, and it's real good.
Yeah, it's good. I liked crepes. Crepes are great.
Yep. Agreed.
I had never had a crepe, and I had like 7 on this trip. It was great.
You never ordered a crepe from Dobies?
No, I only ordered calzones from Dobies because I'm
Oh,
American.
man.
Calzones are Italian, bro.
I know, but I got the cowboy calzone.
That's true. He did always get the cowboy calzone.
Or I got the lumberjack, which was broccoli, chicken, and cheese.
Yeah.
How is that lumberjack?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I think
Nothing
because
about that combination.
Because broccoli's like tiny trees.
That's what I was
that are
gonna say.
cut down.
I was gonna say, like, I can't think of a food less associated with a big manly lumberjack than broccoli.
It's like little trees, though.
A lumberjack should be like a meat lover's pizza.
Well, that was basically what the cowboy was.
Yeah.
No, the cowboy should be like a Western omelet.
Well, no, it was a calzone place, Chris.
Well, it should have the ingredients of a Western omelet.
What's in the
minus
Western
egg.
omelet?
Salsa? Oh, yeah, that wouldn't work.
I mean,
I think there was like a Southwest. It came. It's been a long time, but I'm pretty sure it came instead of like marinara to dip it in. I think it came with like a Southwestern
buffalo sauce.
buffalo
Could you-
sauce or
Could
something.
you imagine
Yes.
how gross a calzone would be if you put guacamole in it?
I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not a big
You just
guacamole person.
You just cut it with a knife and fork, and all this green goo falls out of the calzone.
Well,
Yeah, it would be weird if it was warm.
Well, yeah, it'd have to be.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It would be weird if it was warm.
Yeah, I've had warm guacamole in an omelet before, and I was not a fan.
It would be good if you could like dip it into guacamole.
Okay. Well, see, like what I'm saying is the guac wouldn't be weird for the taste because Dobies made calzones. Like the ingredients worked well together in everything they had. I don't know, like unless you're like talking like, oh, I got a pepperoni calzone from an Italian restaurant and there's guac in it. I don't know. That's where it
No.
would be weird for me. Like
Yeah.
you're not expecting it and it's you open it and it's in there. But I don't even know if Dobies is still in business. Me and Lucas used to eat this place like every Friday.
Yeah. They don't there's not one in Lexington anymore.
So Dobies is like a fast food. Well, no, it's a calzone and crepe takeout. You can also order pints of ice cream and chili cheese fries. And let's just
Yeah.
say me and Luke got fat because we ate it like we would order calzones and watch Godfather or like Sopranos or just any other movie we were interested in. We had a big mob kick. Mob kick of movies we wanted to watch when we'd eat Dobies. It was, I don't know if it was because we were like, most of the mob was Italian and we're like, oh, Italian food, let's get calzones. I don't understand our correlation, but that's what it was.
I think it was $5 calzones and free delivery. I think that's why
probably
we
what it
did
was. But they were great. Man, one time we got it for free because the dude took so long. It was great.
No.
Or I did.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were got it.
I don't remember that, but
It was during the NCAA tournament. It was when UK played Wichita State. And I ordered Dobies, and it took him forever. And he goes, dude, this one's free. And I gave him a tip, and he's like, cool, thanks. And then I got my calzone for free. Well, technically, I got a discount price because I gave him like $2 for like tip. And that was basically half. So it's like 50% off calzone. I don't know how you want to work that.
yeah, you got it. You just got the tip.
Would you stop? That's gonna be the title, just the tip.
No, oh boy.
Yeah, it's gonna be that's gonna be it, and it's just gonna be like a hand holding out money and drawing. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's thumbnail and title right there, for episode 107.
All right.
Okay, so Chris, what was your favorite part about Montreal?
French onion soup.
What was your least favorite part about Montreal?
Finishing the French onion soup.
You're very committed to your French onion soup, dude. I've been eating my maple. I got maple butter from Montreal, like a peanut butter jar sized. And let me just tell you, you can put that stuff on toast, and it's like you're eating a stack of pancakes. It's great.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it was too sweet for me.
Well, you're wrong, and that's okay.
I just prefer apple butter.
I'm just gonna tell you, maple butter's where it's at. And then McDonald's in Montreal, it's pretty good. Unless you get their fast food poutine. Don't get their fast food poutine.
I look like somebody had an accident.
Yeah, Chris Googled a picture of it.
Fast food poutine sounds disgusting.
No, just McDonald's fast food poutine.
Okay.
Now, their double cheeseburgers, those are the best double cheeseburgers I'd ever had. It was like,
It just tastes like a regular double cheeseburger to me.
No, because in Canada, they have the percentage of actual meat it has to be is higher than in America, so the meat's better.
I'm sorry, it literally tasted exactly the same to
Oh,
me.
it looked perfect. Like it you know how I love McDonald's cheeseburger. Don't get me wrong. Like I ate 2 Thursday night, but you know how they look a little smushed. I think they're just a little smushed where they like wadded them up in the paper and put them in the bag. The Montreal ones were kind of fluffy, like they weren't squished. I don't understand, but they were great. It's just like Bengali KFCs are way better than American KFCs.
Do you go to literally any other KFC? It's better than or better than our KFC here. It's horrid. I hate it.
Well, I've ate a lot of KFCs because I'm from Kentucky and I like fried chicken. Bengali KFC is the best. They have like an extra. So you know how there's usually 11 herbs and spices. This one probably had 15 herbs and spices, and it was just perfect. It was great, like just awesome.
I've ate KFC outside the country once, and I don't think I'll ever do it again.
Why?
They only had French fries as a side.
See, they had wedges in Bangladesh. They had other sides, but we just got chicken and potato wedges.
My problem is, if you're in a country known for potatoes,
Oh, you're in Ireland. They should have so many different styles of.
and you
of
have
potatoes.
no mashed potatoes, that is a logical fallacy. Okay,
Where did mashed potatoes originate? Was that an American thing or was that an Irish thing?
but they have mashed potatoes. I ate mashed potatoes while on the trip. I know they have them. They're holding out.
I mean,
Like, I know they exist in Ireland, so why not have them at KFC? They don't have mac and cheese, which I also had on the trip. So I know that they exist in this country. Yet the KFC, you only get French fries. I'm like, well, this is stupid. If I wanted chicken tenders and French fries, I'd go to some other place. This KFC, and I want my mashed potatoes, dadgummit.
why'd you get chicken fingers at KFC?
Tenders, whatever, chicken, the tenders, whatever.
No, you got to get the bone-in chicken, like actual.
I don't
chicken.
like bone-in. I don't like bone-in chicken.
Well, you're wrong. So your
Too
argument's
much
valid.
work. No, I'm not wrong because I don't like it. You like bone-in chicken, which isn't wrong because you like that.
That's more natural, Chris. It's more natural.
You know what would be natural? Not killing the chicken.
No, because here's the thing. If the chicken's in the wild, if the chicken is in the wild, something will get it and eat it.
Yeah, they're not gonna cook it.
It's the circle of life.
Yeah, exactly. It's very natural, Chris. At least we're not like ripping its meat off its bones right in front of its face and eating it. We're just taking the bone and eating them.
They don't just rip a tender off and eat it. What?
It's okay, Chris. You don't understand. I'm higher ascended than you. Lucas.
Tyler, I'm
fact
so far
or-
higher ascended than you that like I am not even like on Earth right now. I am so far away from you at this moment in time, at this point in the universe.
Chris is so
Okay.
high above me, Lucas.
Dude,
So high.
I have, dude. I know who sung that song, which is kind of sad. But
So do we. We almost played it at our friend's wedding.
name of the singer.
Do
I
what?
don't know who sings it.
We looked it up.
It's Tal Bachman, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
But
there's a funny story behind it.
But I'd rather not embarrass Kyle. Old skin mark.
Yeah.
I knocked my ceiling fan off kilter last night.
How hard did you hit it?
So I was unpacking my Rock Band drums, and I lifted the box up to kind of like try to make sure I had all the stuff out of it, and the ceiling fan smacked the box, and now it's off kilter and it's bugging me.
So the only thing that I've put into my ceiling is my hands when I don't pay attention where I put my shirt on, and my hand goes into the fan. And just
Fan
the tip,
hand.
and just the tip of my fingers gets like freaking whacked off.
Yep.
The tip
Oh,
just gets
that's-
whacked off. Chris's face
God.
right now.
Do you cry afterwards?
No, I smoke a cigarette.
Oh, okay.
Lord help you both.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep this family friendly.
I mean, I don't know. Families don't listen to us. It's usually single guys or like older gentlemen.
How old we talking?
Like older than us, not like super older. Like probably 40s.
Jeez, that's old.
No, it's not. As an
I'm-
older gentleman, I just mean older than us.
I'm only 17.
Chris, you're 25, about to turn 26. I know the date you turned 26.
17.
It's the date after my nephew's supposed to be born.
I dropped out of school. I'm 17.
Okay, anyways, transitioning to school, because Chris said school. So I can't release a lot of information, so I got to be careful about what I say.
Oh God. Okay.
But like, it's not that I've already kind of condensed it in my head. I'm not really gonna focus on the whole story. I want to focus on a question to you guys after, kind of like when we did the raccoons in the school. Okay, so our high school that we all graduated from, a student had gotten in trouble, and was called to the office. At some point, student escaped said office they were called to and was lost. Teachers were basically playing hide and seek with this student, because they were trying to find her to like suspend the child. And so this happened like toward the end of the day. And the rest of the day, all the teachers had to look for them. They even sent out like a wanted ad for this child. Like in the email, they said, all right, if you're on your planning, check your email. And it had a picture of the child and said, detain and escort to office. It was great. So I want to know where you guys would have hid in our high school had you been this child. And then I'll tell you where the child was.
Locker.
You couldn't fit on a locker, Chris.
Like,
Boys' locker room.
See, I thought about that, but I figured that'd
that's
been like
too easy.
Yeah, that would have been like one of the first places they looked.
I know exactly where I would have went.
All right, Lucas, tell us.
So, you have the gym, and then there's that section that you come in for like basketball games in that front entrance.
Yeah.
I would go in there, like go out in that, and then just find a room and sit in it.
See, I feel
Nobody
like,
goes out there. Nobody goes out there.
I feel like at that point everybody's gonna look there though, because they sweep the entire school.
I mean, but like, yeah, true. I don't know.
My-
Either that or I would walk out the back entrance where the boys' locker rooms and everything is and just leave.
Well, no, because there's cameras outside the school is what I was, because I was talking to Samantha about it yesterday, and I'm like, I would just get out of the school. There's so many entrances that are like not alarmed, at our school. She goes, yeah, but there's cameras outside. I said, what the frick? What? Are we in prison?
Yeah.
So I think so. Do you know where the targets and the archery stuff was at by Snyder's office?
Yeah.
I would have gotten in there and just like kind of got behind all the targets and just chilled out and slept.
Tarjets.
Yeah, the Targets.
The Targets.
Because like there was mats and stuff back there. It was probably a little dusty, but it wouldn't have been bad. I don't think anybody would. I think even if they did look back there, you would have been hit enough by the targets. Nobody would have looked. Like make a little TP for yourself to where they can't see you automatically. Chris, do you have a better answer?
Hold on. I can think of one. Outside of the school.
We just said there's cameras outside of the school.
Well, where there's not one.
But as a child, you're not going to know where those are.
Okay, think about it. If I go outside and I get out of the view of the camera, they'll go outside, and then I have once I get outside of range of the camera, I could go anywhere.
But you don't have a car. So where are you walking to?
Dairy Queen.
Okay, and you just hiding out there until your parents come and find you?
Yep.
Okay.
Give me a blizzard.
If I was a teacher, though, so like I would have thought this as a challenge and been like,
Good?
Do what?
I guess not. Okay.
What? Chris? What? You said, are you good?
Yeah, it froze up.
Oh. No, we're good. I could still hear you.
Oh.
Your camera froze a little bit, but I could still hear you.
Oh.
So if I was a teacher, I would have taken it as a challenge of first one to find the student wins. And I would have been like, all right, class. Even if I wasn't on my playing period, I would have had the class and been like, all right, kids, we got to find this student. We got to hunt. It's like an FBI bug out room in my classroom. Everyone, where would you hide? Where would you hide? Where would you hide? Or we're going to go look there. And we would have found that child. I would have either done it by myself or together. It would have been great. How about it would have been amazing. And granted, like, yes, you're worried because you've lost a child. As a school, that's like your job to keep all of them accounted for. But that'd have been a fun game. You gotta admit, that'd have been hilarious and fun.
Nah.
Yeah.
I got two separate answers.
I mean, you definitely couldn't get the. I mean, you could probably ask the kids, but at the same time, you wouldn't really want to tell them that somebody got sent to the principal's office and then is now hiding and evading capture.
They were in the air vents.
No, they weren't in the air vents. I don't know. I think you could.
I got it. Get into the kitchen and put myself in a fridge.
There you go. Because those fridges are big. Those are big enough. Like the locker you said earlier was not big enough. The fridges in the
Hobart.
cafeteria are huge.
Big old Hobart fridge.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a better answer. You got a little chilly, but if you had a sweatshirt in your locker, I think you could have made it.
I'm still saying the concession stand where you go in for basketball games. I feel like that's the best place.
I'm gonna stick with my cross base, because you have one phone service, so you can play on your phone. If you heard somebody coming, you just turn off your phone. I think it'd have been really good. The only tough part was you had to sneak under the gym teacher's like window to get there, but it'd been great. Let's see here. What else? Oh yeah. Okay. So I had a joke yesterday, and I don't know if it'll hit here, but we used to.
Right. So where were they?
Yeah, where
I'm
were
not
they?
done with the topic. I'll tell you when we're done with the
okay.
topic.
I thought you were transitioning to something else.
Yeah,
No.
about it too.
No, this is still
I was
about
like,
it.
what the heck?
This is still about it. Okay, so we used to we had a teacher named Miss Cummins, and she used to have this like criminal science class. Man, if I was a teacher of that class, like, or if we track this student down, you get bonus points. Like that's a final grade, 100 on the final, because I feel like that's a big part of the class is like thinking like the criminal and figuring out how they would think. I think that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, that would have been fun to do for a class. Is to
Like you tell
Hunt
them, all right, this is
somebody
where
down.
they left. This is all the parameters. Where would you go? And like it'd been cool. I think that would have been like a fun exercise. Now I don't know if they could have done that. I don't know if the teacher could have done that, but I would have been pressing some boundaries if I could. Like, say it was all hypothetical. Just like, all right, hypothetically, what if someone left the office and were to evade capture? Where would they hide in our school? And then you're doing it all low key.
You have like security footage of them like leaving the office.
They're like,
going in
this
a
this looks real. Is
direction.
this real, Mr. Kirby? No, completely hypothetical.
Yeah.
I filmed that with my iPhone.
Yeah.
Um,
The time step says 5 minutes ago.
No, it's, quit looking at that. Oh gosh. Okay, so anyways, the student was hiding in the auditorium, and backstage there's a closet where they keep a lot of props and stuff, and the student was behind like the gym mats back there.
I gotcha.
So did they kill him after they found him?
I think he's got 10 to life.
Oh, that's not enough.
Okay, 50 to life. We'll change the sentence.
Good.
I just don't know. Like, as a teacher, like, yeah, you can punish the child, and that's fine. But you can't take away the joy they had from, like, the hide and seek game they had. Like, I would have never risked it to get in trouble. But I'm telling you, if I got in trouble, that'd been a fun game.
I mean, like, how did they get all the way back to the auditorium from the office without being seen?
I don't know. Like, I'm sure they had camera footage. I don't know why they didn't look.
Right, that's what I was
Because
thinking. I
earlier
was
in the
like,
investigation to prove that they did the bad thing, they used the security camera footage. I feel like they're not utilizing their footage enough.
right, because I was like, you gotta. Like, my thinking was he had to, or the person had to hide close enough to the office, which I know my hiding spot, it's not close whatsoever. But I was like, you have to hide close enough to where you're not on camera. But the auditorium's the complete opposite side of the school.
I know. I don't know how. I feel they definitely didn't use the security camera footage to their advantage at that point in the investigation. But also, I don't know if there's any security cameras in the auditorium. So, like, say you narrow it down to the auditorium, there's
I'm sure
still
there are.
I'm sure there's still a bunch of nooks and crannies that like they could have made it to.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you would have been a focused search on one area instead of the entire school.
That's true.
And I didn't even think about the auditorium. That's still, I don't know why it never comes to my mind whenever I think of our high school.
Well, I think it feels like a separate entity because it's between the middle school and high school. So you think, oh, you
Yeah.
can't get there, but students had to get there for choir and band stuff. So I mean, like it was
Yeah.
open.
It's like its own separate building almost.
Exactly. Man, so okay. Let's say that this was like a TV show. That would have been the cop noir kind of themed episode of the TV show, like Saved by the Bell or something. Like one of the kids did something bad and the crew's trying to talk him in, you got to turn yourself in or like you're going to get in more trouble. And the kid's like, "No, never." And they run away. Like they run away. Or it's like
Yeah,
I don't know.
go into hiding.
Yeah, or it would be some kind of 90s kind of show like Boy Meets World or Saved by the Bell. It'd be something like that. And they're just trying to find them, and like the kids are trying to find them before the teachers, where they can talk him into, hey, we've got to help him or whatever.
Who killed the class guinea pig?
It would have been that kid that always turned his eyelids inside out, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it when people did that. I hate it so much.
Dude, they're all in jail. Anybody who did that is in jail now. There's like no questions asked.
I always tried to do it whenever I was a kid, but I never could.
I didn't know. I would have never tried that. Okay, so before.
And if you would have done it, you would have been in jail today, Lucas. You were close to danger.
No, Lucas, stop it! Stop it!
I can't do it.
I
told
don't
you I
care.
always
Don't even
tried.
try it. God,
Why?
I hate
it's cool.
that. No, it is not.
It's called pushing the envelope, Tyler.
Yeah.
No, stop, Lucas, stop it.
Here, I'm gonna go full screen so I can see this. Hold on.
No, I'm not. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it.
Okay, I'm ready.
I can't do it. I swear I'm trying as hard as I can.
I can put contacts
Oh,
in.
that's close. Yeah,
Oh,
No.
It stuck for a second. I felt
Blah.
Grow up, bro.
No, I can put contacts in my eyes and do everything else I need to with my by touching them for for my my prescription issues, like not like prescription like my affliction with my eyes.
How come we didn't say about we saw a bunch of people breaking up and smoking meth in Montreal?
Oh, dude, yeah, we did. We were talking about breaking the law in schools. We saw people openly breaking the law in Canada.
Unless
what
meth
they
is
say
legal.
about French Canada.
No, I do not, and I don't want you to tell me because. Yeah, but they were just straight up just smoking meth.
Yeah, like so we were downtown. Not really. I don't know. We were in the more touristy part of the Old Port, and we had just kind of walked around and looked at some cathedral and just kind of getting some ice cream during a little break. And Chris found a geocache, and I was sitting there chilling with the other two people in our group, and we saw I think it was a Ferrari and a Lamborghini pull up in a parking lot really close, and one of the people in our group's like, oh, I'm gonna get a picture of that for my son. He'll think it's cool that I saw that in person. And that person walked up to go take a picture and comes back immediately. Doesn't even get the picture. Like, I watch her walk towards the cars and then turn around and walk back. She goes, so there's a group of some type of Asian people smoking meth. They are breaking up a meth rock and smoking it right in the open. And I'm like, no way. There's no way. And, oh crap, I gotta sneeze.
Brown cow.
What?
Huh?
What? But anyways, and Chris comes over and we're just kind of talking about it. And Chris goes, "What? There's people smoking meth?" and there's like I think it was a group of 5 people like huddled around this picnic table, just completely gone, and nobody's like panicking or anything. So I don't know if this is normal for Montreal or what. I don't understand. It was crazy. It's like something off a Chappelle show. Some of you don't know about me, Joe Rogan. I smoke rocks. I would have never thought I'd seen that in public. Like I don't know.
I'm back.
Oh, did you freeze?
Yeah, my internet quit.
Oh, well, I told him the meth rock story with the people huddled around that picnic table. What was your take on that, Chris?
That's pretty brazen.
You were pretty.
It's
What?
like it's pretty brazen. I mean, it was like 4 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. The whole area is crowded with people, and you just got like 7 people breaking up meth rocks and putting it in pipes and smoking it in the middle of a public area. Man, you gotta have some cojones, man.
Well, I was saying, like, is this normal? Because nobody was freaking out. Nobody was like, nobody's paying attention. And I don't know. Like, I know
Yeah,
pot's,
nobody cared.
I know pot's legal and you can smoke pot, but I didn't think that opened it to like heroin and meth and crack.
I didn't think so either.
I don't know. It is. I don't know. Canada, like that. I think that would be my problem with Canada is you never know what drugs you're gonna run into today. Not that I would ever partake in any, but like I'd be walking down the street and you just smelled the worst smell ever, and it's pot everywhere. Oh, but poutine's good though. Yeah, speaking of drugs.
But you could only eat it like once or twice a month. It's heavy stuff.
I don't know. I think at most I could eat it twice a week.
Good Lord.
Without messing up any of my bowel movements. I think I could eat poutine.
Really?
Yeah.
It messed up mine Sunday morning.
Let's just say it wasn't easy like Sunday morning for Chris.
Remember when I almost ran you out of the bathroom?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That was the poutine.
So we were at like a semi-hostel, and it was basically dorm life because everybody had to use the same bathroom, and found out some things about people on this church trip. Just like, oh god.
You take away a regulatory system like a gallbladder and then add poutine to the mix. It's just like nitroglycerin. It's a dangerous combination.
The only thing that could have made it worse was had he got McDonald's poutine.
Well, there's no way in my mind I would have ever made that decision to get McDonald's poutine. It looked so gross. Cause like the picture had the top of the box and there's like a stain from the gravy on the top of the box. And it's brown gravy.
Yeah.
I don't know why they put that in a box. I feel like they put it in like a plastic bowl or something. I feel like McDonald's made a mistake on putting it in a cardboard box. But anyways, I'm out of topics. I don't know if you all have more topics or if Chris wants to talk more about how Boston sucks.
Like I was on that trip for a week and I forget all the stories I had.
So I do have a question for Chris that may or may not get him fired up.
Do it. We need fired up, Chris.
What do you think about the Patriots signing Antonio Brown?
Football is so stupid, okay? He might not.
Okay.
He might get like suspended for this whole thing now. But
Yeah.
they already. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let me collect myself here.
So I was sharing a room with Chris when the whole thing happened. Not a bathroom, like our actual room was together.
Yeah, we were both like on a toilet, just sort of like staring at each other, making eye contact.
Oh
when this happened.
no, that's
Like facing each other.
Yeah. Like holding hands like this.
holding hands across.
Stretching. Yeah.
But it helps you poop. It helps line up your bowels to where it moves quicker.
It's like lining up with the universe or something.
Yeah, it's like the squatty potty.
Yeah, this one's tougher because you have to time your poops with someone else.
You were in sync.
Yeah.
The unicorn doesn't poop ice cream.
What?
What?
Oh, there's a squatty potty commercial where it's a unicorn that's on a toilet and it's pooping ice cream, and kids have ice cream cones and they're getting the ice cream out of the unicorn's butt.
That's basically a
and eating it.
Skittles commercial.
Exactly, yeah, but it's a very disturbing commercial. I recommend looking it up. It's I wouldn't say funny.
It's just like, why would they think of that for marketing?
Exactly. It sticks with you though.
I feel like Poopery would use that before. So like, I feel that was more apt for a Poopery commercial because you have the unicorn and he goes to poop and somebody goes in after him like, man, it smells like vanilla ice cream. But then like you pan to the unicorn and he's like holding up Poopery because and then they have that tagline because unicorns don't poop ice cream.
No, it's
But do you not get it?
yeah, but the squatty potty makes it come out easy. I don't know. I
Like
don't
soft
get
serve
it.
ice cream? Okay.
Yeah,
I feel
that was.
they need to do a joint venture on that one because I think they could benefit from each other. Because the squatty potty helps you destroy a toilet because it helps you poop easier. The Poopery helps mask that you destroyed it. Joint advertising, I think about it a lot, and I feel like it's underutilized.
I gotcha.
Man, I'm hungry.
Talking about ice cream poop.
Man, I don't know what I want for lunch today. I might go see it chapter 2 at 2:15. So
I need to see it part 1.
no, it would scare you. You would not handle it well.
Is it scarier than The Conjuring?
No.
You're asking the wrong person, Tyler. I don't like those movies. Don't like.
It's not scarier than The Conjuring.
You
No,
all
I
tricked
don't
me into
think
The
it
Conjuring,
is.
and I think like Poltergeist and Conjuring are my two like scary movies I've watched.
So you've seen it chapter 1 then, Lucas?
Yeah.
It's good. I like
Yeah,
it.
it's a really good movie.
It's just like I think I jumped once, but I thought it wasn't even an actual jump scare. I jumped at. I think I don't remember where I jumped at, but it was at the beginning of the movie.
I would compare it more to The Goonies than I would like The Conjuring.
It's like Goonies versus an evil clown.
I haven't seen the Goonies, but I kind of see what you're
Oof,
saying.
you need to go watch Goonies. Goonies is a great.
But I understand. I do understand what you're saying.
It's
Hey,
more-
you guys.
Okay.
Thanks
It's
for
more
that.
focused on the kids than it is
Yeah.
Pennywise
Now-
itself.
Now, what I will say, like some of that stuff that's meant to be scary in that movie, to me,
It's kind of funny.
yeah, like okay. I
The
don't
thing
want to
that
spoil
scares
it for
me
Tyler.
is like
Do you plan on watching it?
I don't know. Don't spoil it. But I've seen the previews, and the thing that's scariest to me is like there's kids that pick on this chubby kid and start like carving freak into his stomach. Like
How
that's
was that in a
demented.
trailer? That wasn't in a trailer.
It was. I saw it in the trailer.
Oh wow. Okay. Jeez.
Yeah, like I'm like, is this because that seemed like a very like steep cliff
There's
to start
wor-
off of.
There's worse stuff
It's-
in the book that wasn't in the first movie. I guarantee. I can promise you that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've read
Yeah.
the book. It's
Yeah.
Well,
you know
no.
what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about.
I know
too.
exactly what you're talking about, and I'm pretty sure that the first movie had to change directors about
Really?
halfway through because I think the original one wanted to keep it as true as possible to the book.
That would have flew. That would not have flown.
I feel like that was.
Exactly.
I think I know what you're talking about, where they try to like get to be not innocent anymore. That thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have crossed so many lines, and I feel like
Would-
I feel
That
like
would not have.
the liberal community would have. I feel like both communities, liberal and conservative communities,
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't think that.
both of them would have like went. Like,
Yeah, the Republicans wouldn't have cared. No, like,
no, like I don't know. It would, that's I don't know. That's nope.
yeah, but I was gonna say some of the stuff in the movie, like the one thing he does, like the little. Okay, you know the jig towards the end of the movie,
Yeah,
Lucas.
I've
The-
seen the memes of the jig.
The jig is not scary at all. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I was like stifling laughter because it was so silly looking. I couldn't deal. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Okay, I don't know, but I'm gonna say it's 2 hour 49 minutes. The second one, dude.
How long
I
is
don't
the
know.
first one?
Like 2 hours even, I think, roughly.
In my opinion, movies. So the movies that are over 2 hours are good, but at that point, you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna watch this today. You have to actually plan your day to watch it. Like you have to, because if if Red Dead Redemption, if Shawshank Redemption is on, if it's in the beginning, I can't continue to watch it because if I start it, I'm not gonna be able to quit.
For Shawshank, if I see Shawshank on, I'm like at any point I'll sit down and watch it.
No, like I want to, but I can't take out 3 hours of the rest of my day.
More with
gotcha.
commercials.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but if it's in the second half, like towards the end, I'll finish it. But if it's in the first half or the beginning, if I've not planned to like put that in my schedule of I'm gonna watch this today, I can't do it, or I'll miss whatever I was supposed to do that day. But yeah, this is a
I
long,
might have
this is a long.
I might
pause.
have yeah, I might have lied to you about saying the original director of it got, I think, parted ways, or I feel like I remember reading something about that, but I could just be making it up because I'm not seeing anything now. So it was also 2 years ago. So
I had a thought and I forgot it already.
okay.
Okay,
Oh, I saw Peanut Butter Falcon yesterday afternoon.
how was that?
How was it?
It's not a perfect movie by any stretch of the imagination. There's some plot issues that could have been handled better towards the end, but it was a very nice movie. Makes you feel warm inside.
Do you
Yeah, that's
think-
what I figured. It was just a feel good type
I
of
liked it.
movie.
Is it? Do you think it'll be like in the running for an award?
No,
Is it kind of like Forrest Gump?
no,
I figured like feel good movie. Like that's
that's
oh, that's
I was like, that's kind of offensive, Tyler.
No,
because they both
that's-
have people with mental handicaps.
wow.
in it.
No,
Wow,
I like watching
Jeez.
Forrest Gump because it has
Wow.
a feel good sense.
goodness.
Same thing with Walter Mitty. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty also gives you the feel good like feeling. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
You never seen Walter Mitty with Ben Stiller? Oh, that's good.
Oh, it's been Staley. That's probably why I haven't seen
No,
it.
you need this one's good. I know Ben Stiller is in a lot of movies that aren't good, but
The
it's
only Ben Stiller movie I really like is Tropic Thunder.
you don't like Meet the Parents?
I haven't watched it in forever. I'm sure I would.
I
but
like Meet the Parents, but I don't like Meet the Fockers. Like they should have stopped at Meet the Parents.
I gotcha.
Because the best line in that is, "I've got nipples. Can you milk me?" Like that's the best line in any movie ever.
Is it Meet the Parents where they go and they're playing like pool volleyball?
Yeah, and he spikes
And he
it on this
spikes
dude on
it.
this girl's face. The one that's
Yeah.
like about to get married.
Yeah. I always laughed really hard at that part.
Yeah, that's a Ben Stiller. That's like one of Ben Stiller's really good ones.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Along Came Polly?
I don't think so.
That one's really
Probably
good
want
too.
a cracker. Oh,
There's a lot of good. You need to look. I know there's some things he like they aren't good or they're little kid stuff, but
What's the one with Will Ferrell that everybody likes and I just don't understand? No, not
Ben Stiller's not
Anchorman.
an Anchorman.
Is it Zoolander?
Yeah, Zoolander.
Where they're models and all that
Yes,
stuff?
and they have a
It's-
gas fight.
Yeah, it's the most annoying thing I've ever seen.
I think
I
it's.
don't get it.
I think it's
just don't
funny.
get it.
I haven't watched it in a while, but like, that's a movie that yes, I can agree that it is funny, but I can't watch it more than like 3 times.
Yeah.
But no, like you need to watch. So Ben Stiller doesn't do a lot of serious movies. Walter Mitty is a serious, not like super serious, but it's not a comedy. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I would say it's kind of like a modern day Forrest Gump. It's just because it's a bunch of different adventures, but it's still like one story, kind of like Forrest Gump is.
I gotcha.
And it's really good. I like it. I like both of those. I relate those two. And if I'm wrong, if you think I'm wrong, you can fight me and email me at btstatic or btstatic.pod@gmail.com. But yeah, no, you should watch those. Is that all the
Okay.
topics we had, or did you have something else you wanted to say?
I think that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Well, if you listened to this episode and made it this far, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Whatever app you're using to listen, please review us if you haven't already. We are new to Spotify, so definitely review us on there. I think you can review us on Spotify. Please give us 5 stars and give us like if you got tidbits and tips you want to tell us, put those in the reviews too. We really appreciate that because it helps us grow. Sorry that we did a two week gap. Summer and like early fall are kind of tough for us because you have Labor Day in there and like we travel on Labor Day most of the time, so it's hard for us. But we should be pretty, I guess, regular for the next couple weeks, I guess. And hopefully you'll enjoy the ones to come. We will catch you guys next time. Like I said, if you want to email us, btstatic.pod@gmail.com, and if you want to tweet at us, it is at btstatic. But hopefully this episode's been better than static. We will catch you all next time.
Have you ever been reading through a stack of comics and thought, hey, maybe I should see what this Arkham Asylum game is all about? Or been playing Marvel vs. Capcom and felt like you were at a real disadvantage because you didn't know who half the characters were? Well, Play Comics is the show for you. I'm Chris, and each episode, I take a look at video games based on comic book properties and how well they stick to that source material. So, whether you know the comics and want to actually learn how these games work, or know the games and want to know what the hell is going on, go check out Play Comics at playcomics.com, the Brain Trust Bros Network, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts.